So how long were how did you decide how did you decide on that first hire? What did you look for?
I would say for the first hire, you're gonna suck. Because it's the first one, right? You're gonna hire the wrong person, you're gonna trust the wrong person, and then that person is gonna quit, it's gonna piss you off. It's all part of the process.
Right. Okay.
So knowing that your first hire is gonna be your worst hire.
And then that way you'll know.
You'll know, yeah. But I would say like the core values of my company nowadays, we have loyalty, harmony, extreme ownership, high performance, and continuous improvement. So I have a core values, a sheet that I have. So let's say if I sit down with someone who's a potential that I would hire, I show them these 5 core values. That's what Team Genlock stands for. And that already turns away most people. Because they're like, wow, in terms of harmony, in terms of high performance, because most people are not high performance. I tell them point blank, you're looking at 9 to 5, this is the wrong place.
Yeah.
This is my team is not 9 to 5. This is Saturday, everybody.
And even if they do, they lie about it.
They will not last in a week in my organization. Period. So I tell them up front, like if you're not putting in the effort, everyone on the team will see it. Because none of us are 9 to 5 people. We are insane. We are messaging each other at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
We get shit done. Like this is Navy SEAL. You don't want to be Navy SEAL, don't join the Navy SEAL, right? So I'm very clear upfront about expectation. So when they know, so you have either like people who join the team, they say either hell yes or hell no. Right? What you don't want is kind of people in the middle. Like you hell yes and hell no, in the middle is hell. Right? So hell yeah, I want to be part of that, or hell no, I don't want to be part of that. Great, that's not for you, right?
Fire general.
Yeah. So the first one I would say is perhaps your executive assistant, because that's the first person that can free up a lot of your time. It would feel a little bit weird when you give away someone to manage your calendar, right? Like how someone tell you your time, how it should be organized. It would feel a little bit weird. When you have someone checking your food, it would feel a little bit strange. But that's the first step.
Yeah, because that's the stuff that really eats away.
Yeah. So when you free up that kind of time, then you might bring on a marketing person, you might bring on a salesperson, depends on the business. To help you drive your revenue. So you have more revenue, then you can bring on. Then eventually you might bring on a financial kind of person, like bookkeeper, accountant, to help you with that. Then you're not looking at someone's managing the numbers. Then eventually you might bring on an operation person to help you actually run it. So we have 8 executives on this level to manage different things. And then they have so that's what I have. But one at a time. One at a time. But culture eats strategy for breakfast. Culture eats strategy for breakfast. You could get the strategy if you have the best strategy. You don't have the right people, the right culture. None of this.
So you got to be clear on the culture before you keep hiring.
You have the right culture, anything will work. Because your team will figure out
the strategy.
One strategy doesn't work, you pivot, you do something else. It doesn't really matter. But the team is what makes it work. And that's the level that people need to get to. I talk to also, but the team, he's saying every person that he has, he outsourced, and he knows, you can see why he couldn't scale. Because your guys who you outsource to is working with 4 other guys. You want your people to be living and breathing your business. So when you have that kind of momentum, like when you have that kind of team, you can do anything. You can literally do anything.
Thanks so much, man.
Okay.